Look at your life right now. You wake up in the morning, you scroll Instagram, you go to work tired, you come back home, you watch Netflix and repeat. You're living in a cage you built yourself. And here's the thing, the difference between you and the top 1% in this world isn't talent or luck, it's the goddamn routine. Today I'm gonna show you exactly how to build your elite daily routine to transform your life. And if you think that you can't do it, today in this video I'm gonna prove to you that you can. Let me tell you something that doesn't feel right, okay? 95% of people actually live their life on autopilot. Momentum, right? You go to school, you hang out with your school buddies, you go to work, get your degree, get your career, you work till you're too old to work, and that's it. That's just the sad reality of 95% of people on this earth, okay? They accept it like sheep. They live their life on circumstance. But the difference between you and the elite is that they do not succumb to circumstance. They do not live in this cage that was built around them by life, okay? Fuck that cage. We're here to change that shit now. Trust me, I was in the same position as 95% of people before. I had a construction job. You know, I had a blue collar job. I was working 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Cold, dead mornings, right? In the middle of summer, sweating my ass off on the road. I was there. Dead end job. Guys, that's not the life, okay? Look at the life I have right now. I've got financial freedom. I've got location freedom. It all started by saying no to my circumstances and ignoring momentum. Number one thing that we need to hack in our daily routine is we need to change the body. The body comes before anything else. If you can't master your body, you won't master your mind. If you can't master your mind, you won't master your life. First, we're going to rewire the brain, okay? The 5 a.m. wake up isn't some mindful yoga bullshit that you just wake up and you meditate just because 5 a.m. is the time to do that. No, it's all about dominating the part of the day where other people are sleeping. It's purely psychological, right? When I wake up at 5 a.m. and I start doing my shit, I get this weird sense of confidence, right? And it's because I know that nobody else out there is doing the same thing except for the top 1%. The psychological impact you have actually 3 times is your confidence boost, right? From waking up in the morning and doing it at an outrageous hour, skyrockets the psychological abilities. Next, what comes after that is actually the productivity, because you've got like 0 sense of distraction, because you wake up and you're too preoccupied with this notion that you've woken up at 5 a.m. to do something. You go and do it. There's no notion of distraction. You're not there to like fuck around, okay? If you go try to do something at 3 p.m. after you've had a day at work, trust me, you're going to be distracted. And on top of that, you've got this sense of clarity, like, because from the night before, you've told yourself, I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. and I'm going to do these 3 tasks. You wake up and you do them. You've got this sense of clarity, this vision, okay? It's unbelievable. This is the biggest hack. Anybody who doesn't make use of their morning is really missing out. Imagine getting this boost every single morning of your life. Imagine the compounding effect that has. Okay, you don't just do it once, you do it twice, 3, 4, 5. You start doing it week in, week out. The confidence boost you get from that is insane, right? This 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. window is truly, truly a blessed time of the day. That's what their leader doing, okay? In their daily routine, they make use of that morning block. And once you knock out that morning block, do you know how easy it is to go to the gym? Sometimes when you sleep in and then you scroll and then you do bullshit and then you go to work, right? You've already had so much stimulation that for you to go to the gym is actually very difficult. But if you've woken up early and forced yourself to do something that isn't pleasurable, okay? Low stimulation, for you to go to the gym now feels like a reward. That's how you stay consistent. Number 2, when it comes to body, we also have to talk about physical optimization. That means harnessing your body to its truest capability. I've got an interesting analogy, okay? Let's say, I don't know who told me this story, but there's a story about 2 wood choppers, right? There's one big wood chopper, he's a big guy, he's got a big axe, and there's a little guy, okay, with a little axe. They both are applying for the same job or whatever, and so the boss says, okay, I want you two to compete. Whoever can cut the most trees in one day gets the job. So they go at it, and the big guy with the big axe is going, he's cutting all the trees down, okay? But he looks over, and he sees half the time the little guy ain't even chopping trees. But by the end of the day, turns out the little guy chopped more trees. How did he do it? Well, turns out every couple of trees he stopped and sharpened his axe. Your body is an axe. You need to look after it. You need to sharpen it like it's a blade. It needs to be effective. It needs to be deadly. It needs to be lethal. Okay? In the way you operate, in the way you perform, everything has to be to the best capability you can. You don't put shit fuel in a Ferrari. Your body is a Ferrari. You put good fuel in. That means you hydrate. I wake up in the morning. 5 a.m., 4:30, I go do my work, and immediately I've got a 1.5 liter water bottle next to me, and I'm sipping that over the next 2-3 hours. I'm sipping it, okay? I go to the gym, again, I've got another bottle, I'm sipping that. Constantly hydrating, your skin glows, your mind works wonders, productivity goes through the roof, physical performance, top, okay? It's important. Hydrate. Number 2, you need to start doing cold exposures, okay? In the morning, preferably, after you do your morning block of work, jump in the cold shower. It doesn't have to be an ice bath, but I can't even remember the last time I had a hot shower in the morning. To be honest, I can't even remember the last time I had a hot shower full stop. Most of my showers now are cold, okay? When I started my physical and lifestyle transformation in Kansas, before I even moved out to Los Angeles, I was doing cold showers. Especially in the morning, it's so important. Why? Because that stress, that cortisol spike you get in the morning actually helps process the melatonin that's still in your brain from when you were sleeping, right? Which will set your circadian rhythm, which will help you fall asleep easier at night. Not only will it make you stimulated in the morning, it will help you fall asleep at night. Okay. Number 2, you getting in the cold shower in the morning is also, it's just like waking up at 5 a.m. and doing work. It's hard, okay? It's scary, but once you do it, you get a confidence boost. You feel like a man, okay? And half of the battle, I'd say 50% of the battle, is you feeling like a man, okay? Me, right? When I come out here, keep in mind, I'm in my underwear, right? I wake up in the morning, I've got my work in, and I come out here in my underwear, and I'm feeling like $1 million because I'm in shape. I see myself ripped in the mirror. I get in the pool. I get out. I'm in my undies. I look like discipline. I look like hard work. It's the same effect, right? When you're in shape, it's the same effect when you get in the cold shower. You get in the cold shower, you get out. You're feeling invigorated. You're feeling tight. You're feeling stimulated, ready to attack the day. That's how it needs to be. Every single morning. It needs to compound. Your daily movement, right? You want to aim for probably 10,000 steps. Now, sometimes if your job doesn't allow you to get 10,000 steps, you need to get your cardio in the gym. Okay, you need to get used to doing daily cardio. I don't care if you're bulking, I don't care what you're doing, right? You need to get used to daily cardio. Daily cardio will set you apart. Not only will you keep you looking shripped, where your muscles are tight, it will keep you healthy. Cardiovascular system needs to be looked after, okay? You need to circulate that blood. You need to put your heart rate up every day. Get your cardio in every single day. You know what I like to do if I don't hit my step count or if I didn't get enough exercise during that day? I'll hit 20-40 minutes on the treadmill, just walking. 12% incline, very fast, maybe 6 kilometers per hour. You know, I'll be sweating like crazy by 30 minutes. Or I'll get on the rowing machine and then I'll just burn 50 calories. Okay, I'll do one set where I'll just burn 50 calories in the rowing machine. I'll rest for a couple minutes and I'll repeat. I'll do that 5 times. There's so many variations of cardio and you can just develop your own, really. I've got few cardio workouts I like to do. Another one I like to do is 500-meter row, 1 kilometer run, and 3 sets of that. Whatever it is, doesn't matter, but you need to get used to doing cardio every day. It's just like waking up in the morning and doing cold shower. It's putting yourself through something that you don't enjoy doing. Once you finish it, you feel like the man, okay? And that's what the elite are doing at the top. They do things that they don't want to do, but secretly it feeds their ego. It feeds their subconscious mind, telling them that they are the boss. Okay, they are a top performer. And if you don't already know this, you need to be working out 4 to 5 times a week at least. Okay, like I said, being in shape is the ultimate confidence booster. It's the ultimate vitamin pill. It's the ultimate supplement. The best supplement you can have in your life is when you look at yourself in the mirror and you see hard work and you see discipline. That only comes about from eating healthy and working out often. Number 3, mental mastery, right? Your mind is either your best friend or your worst enemy. So we need to train it because everything is processed by the brain. Everything is changed, opinions, perspectives, ideas, everything you consume from the outside world and internalize is set by the brain. If you don't have the right framework in place, you will process shit wrong and it will affect you long term, right? For example, if you see yourself as a smoker, every time you have an opportunity to smoke, it will be an uphill battle because you see yourself as a smoker. But if you don't see yourself as a smoker, if you see yourself as a healthy person, if you truly believe that, you won't have this uphill battle every time someone around you is smoking a cigarette. That's the truth. That applies to everything. If you see yourself as a healthy person, if you see yourself as someone, every morning I wake up at 5, I do a cold shower, I do my cardio. If you see yourself as an active, healthy person, for you to go to the gym actually just feeds that state of who you are. And that helps you long term, okay? So again, you need to look after your brain. The dangers, by far the biggest dangers of this day and age is social media, okay? The digital world. Consuming too much content online can actually really affect your brain horribly. That's why we stay away from explicit content online, okay? It's too much stimulation. It's not good for your brain. That's why we stay away from excessive scrolling online. If you're scrolling to consume, that's not good. You can scroll to get ideas, right? If for me, I'm a content creator. I scroll because I need to get ideas and you see what people are doing out there. That's okay. But for you to scroll just to consume and to fill up your time and make you feel like something you're not, that's not okay. That's dangerous. So you need to set your priorities straight. Scroll once you've done everything. Set 3 daily non-negotiables. Complete those. Then let yourself, after you've worked out, after you've eaten, okay, I'm gonna allow myself to scroll for half an hour. Okay, especially if I'm a content creator, that's important. Last thing of mental mastery is you need to do the hardest thing first. Okay, once you knock out the hardest thing of the day, your day becomes so much easier. I promise you. Once you knock out that first initial thing, especially when it's early in the morning, once you knock that out, I promise you, everything else becomes a breeze. Everything else becomes a piece of cake because you've done the highest engaging task. Everything after that it's like, yeah. So it literally feels like a step down, like, okay, now I can relax. Now I can go to the gym. It's that feeling. It's not, fuck, now I have to go to the gym, man. You get me? So you do the hardest thing first thing in the morning. That sets you up for the rest of the day. Additional tip for mastering your mind is you want to be reading. Okay, if you can read, that's awesome. Get yourself a book, maybe read that on the cardio instead of listening to music. Maybe sit down outside in the morning after you've done your work, read for 30 minutes. Maybe if you cycle to the gym like I was doing last summer, or you catch the bus to school, listen to audiobooks. Don't fucking listen to music again. Low stimulation, high information. That's what we need to chase. Number 4, here's the blueprint. Okay, this is how you piece everything together. Night before is the most crucial aspect of this. It's the easiest part of the day, but it's also the easiest to miss. Not because it's hard, right? Not because it's hard, but because it's easy. Night before, make sure you have your clothes picked out. That should be the easiest. Get your clothes picked out and write in your journal what you're going to do tomorrow. Write down what you're going to wake up. Write down the 3 non-negotiables. Write down what you're going to accomplish during the day. And then on the next page, write down your fucking objective in your life right now. What are you chasing right now? Then write the tactics. How am I going to do that? Then write your wins. What have you done so far that you're proud of? I promise you, if you do this every night, your life will become so much more clear. On top of optimizing the night before, optimize your sleep. Place your phone in another room if you can. If you can get like a separate alarm, do that, okay? Low temperature in the room, I'm talking 18 degrees. That's going to help you have the best sleep possible. Make it fucking dark, make it cold, make it absent of any stimulation. I promise you, if you get good sleep, 7 to 8 hours, and you've written down what you need to do the next day, you're going to feel like you're on an energy drink the whole time. Morning protocol, okay? The morning protocol, you wake up with 1 alarm, no snooze, no distractions, get straight to work, no scrolling, no stimulation, high information, right? That's how we do it. We knock out the morning like a superhero. You want to have an elite lifestyle. You want to have an elite presence. You need to have an elite night before. You need to have an elite morning. I said it so many times on my Instagram last year. Fix your fucking morning, you fix your day. Because what happens when you fix your day? You fix your week. You fix your week, you fix your month, fix your year, fix enough years, you fixed your fucking life. That's how it works. And for your body, we talked about it, hydration, movement. Hydration, exercise. You make sure you're hydrated, you make sure you're well fed, and you exercise. You get an elite physique. You get an elite shape. You be proud of it. Discipline and hard work. There's no other better supplement than that on the planet, I promise you. And here's the last thing about the blueprint, energy conservation. You want to typically work in 90-minute blocks. That's how I like to work. I like to set timers. I don't really set timer. What I do is on my phone, okay, I'll set up a stopwatch where I can see the time that's passed. And literally every time I look at my phone, I can see the clock running. I can see the clock running and I can know, okay, I've been working for an hour. I've been working for an hour and 20. Once I see that stopwatch hit 90 minutes, that's when I allow myself to go get a fucking drink. That's when I allow myself to maybe go for a walk. That's when I allow myself maybe to go outside and read a chapter on the book, go for a swim, okay? You work in 90-minute blocks, that's the most effective, and that's science proven. That top 5%, that top 1% that you want to be. Before you can live that lifestyle, you have to live that life. You have to live that person. You can only live that person once you implement these changes I've told you in this video. I promise you it makes all the difference. I've been doing this for the last 2-3 years, okay? And in the last 8 months alone, I went from living in a college dorm to having location freedom and financial freedom. Okay, I'm living proof that if you just lock in, you won't have to clock in. You think that if your life is so hard and you're sleeping in now, you think your life's hard, you're not going to the gym, you're eating shit. You think that it's going to be easier if you start going to the gym, you start eating healthier? No, you're going to have to hold yourself to a higher standard. But I promise you, once you break the first barrier, once you know what you're truly capable of, what you can actually achieve, what you can actually put yourself through, especially if in your 20s, like this is especially for anyone in your 20s, you should be pushing yourself to the limit. You should be knowing what your standards are so that you you can pursue that for the rest of your life. That's how it really does work. Here's what you're gonna do right now. You are going to set your alarm for 5 a.m. tomorrow, and before you go to bed tonight, you're gonna write down exactly what you're gonna do. You're gonna write your fucking objective in your life right now, your tactics and your wins, and you're just gonna do it. No questions asked. Because the elite doesn't ease into excellence, all right? They don't step in and they don't tread lightly. They don't say, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna wake up at 7, and after that I'm gonna wake up at 6, and I'm gonna wake up. No, they just jump in head first. They put yourself in the deep end of the pool and you just go for it, okay? So drop a comment below if you're ready to take your life to the next level. Comment maybe what you're doing right now that's helping you change into the elite version of yourself. And remember, your routine is either building you up for the life you want, or it's keeping you in that cage that life has created for you. Remember, we say no to momentum, and we say no to circumstance, and we say yes to change. I'll catch you later.